Greetings to you, dear fans of jewelry. Today I am going to share with you the story of Barbara Hutton, a real poor little rich girl who, despite her outwardly prosperous childhood, had no happiness. Barbara Hutton was born in 1912 in New York City. Her mother, Edna, was the daughter of American billionaire Frank Woolworth, the man who created his Woolworths trading empire from scratch. At the age of 6, Barbara experienced her first tragedy, her mother's suicide. A year later, her grandfather, Frank Woolworth, also passed away, and the little girl was left an orphan. But an orphan with a huge inheritance of $28 million. According to the traditions of New York high society, at the age of 18, Barbara made her debut in high society. Her ball brought together members of the most prestigious families, including the Astiers and Rockefellers, and was entertained by celebrities such as Rudy Vallee and Maurice Chevalier. This ball cost $60,000, which was extremely lavish during the Great Depression. Public criticism was so severe that Barbara had to go to Europe to escape the press. In 1924, Hutton's grandmother died, and at the age of 21 she became one of the richest women in the world. Her first purchase was the false Prince Alexis Medivani, and she married as many as 7 times throughout her life. Her heart belonged to the European aristocracy, but with none of the prince's husbands she had a happy family. Not even with Hollywood actor Cary Grant, who was tolerant of his wife's aristocratic habits. Her marriage to Count Heinrich Eberhard von Hardenberg brought her a son, Lance, who later became a famous motor racing driver. Barbara Hutton, who became a famous admirer of jewelry, left her mark on history through her passion for collecting art. Over the years, she actively acquired paintings and sculptures from old masters, building up a magnificent collection of porcelain and precious jewelry, including those belonging to Marie Antoinette and Empress Eugenie, as well as works by Feyberge. Her interest in art was also evident in the Van Cleef and Arpels collection, where Pierre Arpels himself personally carried out her orders. Preferring the classic creations of the jewelry house, in 1934 Barbara Hutton purchased diamond earrings Disque, and in 1935 adorned her collection with a unique diamond platinum bracelet Ludo. This iconic accessory, usually made of yellow gold and styled with a thin fabric buckle, reflected the world of haute couture. In 1944, Barbara Hutton acquired another significant brooch, the Dragonfly Fairy from the Spirit of Beauty collection, set with diamonds, rubies, and emeralds. She also admired the ballerina brooches, new creations by Van Cleef and Arpels, and purchased one in 1944. During the Christmas period of 1946, Barbara ordered a large number of Van Cleef and Arpels brooches, cufflinks, and watches for her friends, expressing her generosity and special connection with this jewelry house. One of the impressive results of their collaboration was a diamond tiara produced in 1967. This magnificent tiara featured 22 pear-shaped diamonds, including 3 of them weighing 54.82, 21.49, and 21.62 carats, for a total weight of 187.00 carats, becoming a recognized work of art in the world of jewelry. The center diamond, which was half the cost of this amazing tiara, remained the key element of the jewelry. Behind the scenes of this magnificent story is Pierre Arpels meeting with Barbara Hutton in room 43 of the Ritz Hotel on Place Vendôme on a May day in 1968. Barbara, lying on a bed magnificently adorned with a diamond halo, decided for fun to arrange a meeting in bed, wearing a tiara. Unfortunately, no photographs of Barbara wearing this tiara have survived. The only image of this jewelry can be found on the official Van Cleef and Arpels website. It is believed that after her divorce from Prince Champasak, Barbara gave this tiara to her last husband. Barbara also owned the famous Pasha diamond, which began in 1848 when the Sultan of Egypt, Ibrahim Pasha, purchased this diamond weighing approximately 40 carats. Barbara Hutton commissioned a new cut for the diamond from Cartier, which was used to create a 38.19 carat round brilliant diamond ring. This gemstone is currently in a private collection. Barbara's love story with rubies goes back to her childhood. In 1929, her father suggested she choose a gemstone as a gift for accompanying him on a trip to Europe. Barbara persuaded her father that the ruby she had chosen was simply gorgeous, and he gave in. From that moment on, her lifelong passion for rubies began. During her lifetime, Barbara Hutton amassed an extensive collection of ruby jewels, including a magnificent piece of jewelry believed to have belonged to the head of Queen Amelia of Portugal. However, Barbara decided to create a necklace from the tiara, which she willingly wore not only as a necklace but also as a tiara. There has been much debate as to the origin of this necklace. Some attributed it to Cartier, others to Van Cleef and Arpels, but in the end most concluded that this work of fine art belonged to VCAO Jewellery. Among all her jewelry pieces, the jadeite necklace attracts particular attention. The origin of this work of art remains a mystery. Its perfect shape was probably achieved from a single piece that belonged to the Chinese imperial court. The mineral jadeite, a close relative of jade, is valued many times more highly. It has a more homogeneous structure and coloring, as well as high hardness and durability compared to jade. This amazing necklace consists of 27 large beads of bright green color, ranging from 15 to 19 millimeters in diameter, with a perfect and smooth texture. This masterpiece is a trademark of Barbara Hutton and a testament to her eternal love of gemstones. In the 18th century, jadeite thread became the property of Frank Woolworth, one of the wealthiest men of his time in the United States. When his granddaughter, the famous Barbara Hutton, married Georgian Prince Alexis Medivani, Frank gave her a jadeite necklace as a wedding gift. This necklace passed through the hands of Cartier craftsmen, who designed a clasp for it encrusted with ruby princesses and diamonds. Barbara later added an original bracelet and a jade ring, completing and enhancing its design. Another impressive piece was the emerald tiara necklace. For this jewelry, Barbara used emeralds that had belonged to Grand Duchess Maria Pavlovna. In 1920, these emeralds were purchased by Cartier, then became part of Edith Rockefeller McCormick's necklace in 1932, returned to Cartier, and finally in 1947 became a tiara necklace for Barbara Hutton. Barbara later sold off her holdings to have a livelihood. To stop and not spend money she simply could not stop anymore. Barbara Hutton spent the last years of her life at the Beverly Wilshire Hotel, where she died of a heart attack in May 1979, at the age of 66. $3,500 is all that remains of the fortune of once one of the richest women in the world. Only a few pieces of jewelry survived, an emerald necklace and the legendary Cartier Bengal tigers. Many envied Barbara Hutton's success and wealth. But even at the height of her popularity, she remained insecure. Hutton spent the last years of her life on the brink of poverty because of her naivety and boundless generosity. Thus, she was able to buy everything but happiness. Which of the jewelry pieces impressed you the most? Share your comments. Thank you for your attention. Subscribe to our channel, there is a lot more exciting content ahead.